All right, about a week ago, we had a very special occasion in the Dunham household. It was my husband's birthday.
Well,
yay!
Apparently it wasn't very special because you're making the cupcakes for it today.
Well, I made some cupcakes on your actual birthday. So now we are celebrating again and showing everybody how to make those cupcakes right now.
And the weird part is, you say they're gluten-free, and most people when they say gluten-free, you go cardboard with frosting on it.
Well, on my website, on AUDREYDUNHAM.com, there's a version that's gluten-free and not gluten-free. So you can choose your flour, choose your recipe, but either way, they're actually both vegan.
And this, by the way, is exactly how she talks to me in the kitchen when we're alone.
Yes.
Teaching me stuff constantly. The
It's very
gestures are all
natural.
the same too. Okay, what do we do first?
So easy. Okay, first of all, we start by preheating our oven to 350 degrees, which I've already done.
I know that because it's
Nice and piping hot.
Yes.
Next, we prep our cupcake pans. Now, the recipe could make about 12, but I think it's actually safest to say that it makes 14 to 15 because it's always better to go a little bit smaller on the cupcakes rather than too big. So if they go too big, while they're baking, they could overflow and stick to the edges, and then you can't use them because you can't get them out of the pan. So we always want to play it safe and make the cupcakes just a little bit smaller. So that's what we're going to do today. So you just line these if you would like to help me. I have some nice colorful liners. And did you notice that I'm wearing my superhero inspired dress for you in this video? It's like a,
So which superhero is it?
it's like the old school Batman. You know, like the POW,
And the Zam and
Zam, and
yeah.
all that other stuff that he
Kapow.
says. Yeah, kapow. Here,
Thanks.
over
yeah,
there,
Go on these. I think we need one there.
and right there.
Okay.
All right. Next, let's get our wet ingredients combined. See, we have some almond milk. I'm gonna let you add the apple cider vinegar right inside here. Wow, good job. Vanilla extract. And we have some non-GMO canola oil also going in, please. Beautifully done.
Thank you.
Now we just set this aside. It looks like some kind of weird science experiment. It's gonna curdle a little bit because of that apple cider vinegar mixed with the almond milk. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's gonna resemble kind of a vegan version of buttermilk, if you will. Now we mix our dries together. We have our nice gluten-free flour, sugar. I'll let you pour that in. Both go in. Okay. And then in this little guy, I have baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Could you stir those ingredients together for me? These are our dry, like really, really well. We need to combine it. So you want to make it so you can't see any more sugar. It's all beautifully mixed in with the flour and everything else. I'm pretty happy with your mixing job there, dear. Good job. Okay, now we add our liquids.
Keep going. I'm like a mixer.
Woo! This is good.
I'm like a real mixer.
That's great. Keep mixing. And then if you want to actually hold the bowl still and stir it, that's an option too.
This is way more fun.
You might notice a couple of little clumps by the end of it. You can sift your flour if that drives you crazy, but those usually do not show up in the cupcakes.
That was more judgment. You said I'm gonna have clumps in my batter.
Okay.
All right, am I done yet?
Yeah, that looks perfect. Then all we have to do is just spoon this mixture into our little cupcake liners and we're good to go.
That's it?
Yeah, and then we let them bake and we make our frosting. That's it.
Audrey, this is really easy.
Hey, great, thanks.
No, this was way too simple. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, am I licking this or am I spooning this?
You can look up.
How do you spoon it in the paper things?
The way that I transfer the batter into the cupcake liners is with a retractable ice cream scoop. However, you can use a 1/4 cup to measure. Either way, you just want to get it in there with as little batter splattering or spilling out as possible. Now here's the
That's
thing.
pretty genius right there.
Yeah, right?
No muss, no fuss. I thought we were gonna be like
Messing with
spooning it and spilling it.
You can, I've done it, but this is easier. Now you're gonna think that there's not enough in there, but trust me, you only want it about half full.
Okay.
Like
Each cup
2/3.
half full.
Yeah, 2/3 at the most. So that means you don't fill your scoop all the way up either. Would you like to do a few?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so let's rotate. Whoop.
See, I'm gonna make a giant mess.
That's okay. Whoop.
Ta-da!
All right,
Oops.
great. No, that looks perfect.
Yeah, I know. That's amazing how this worked out. There's almost exactly the amount we need.
Right? Okay, these are ready to go in the oven. Let's put these in. This one will go top rack. All right. 20 minutes. You want to set your timer?
set my timer for 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes and counting.
So all we need to do now is make our frosting.
I'm gonna guess.
Okay,
Oh boy. Sugar.
Yep.
Duh. One kind of sugar?
powdered.
Okay. And whatever substitute butter it is you have.
I'm doing a non-hydrogenated, rainforest compliant shortening.
Rainforest compliant. What does
Because
that
it
mean?
has-
No frogs were killed in making it this butter?
Pretty much. It has palm oil in it, and you want to make sure that the palm oil wasn't grown in a forest where they were just clearing the trees to make room for these palm trees, where animals are in the way, such as orangutans and frogs, things like that.
Okay. Those are the two main ingredients.
Yes.
Then what would they be? A little bit of salt?
A little bit of salt, and
And for frosting? I have no clue.
I'm gonna do a little almond milk or any kind of non-dairy milk.
Oh,
Let me grab our mixer.
I thought I was our mixer.
So do you know how this works?
Yeah, I know.
You have to look
There's
and see.
two holes. And
No.
I know there's different ones that go in different things.
Yes.
Let's see. Hold on. Don't tell me. I know there's like a little code here.
So you want to make sure you do it when it's not plugged in.
Oh, thanks. Ah!
Oh my lord. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so first we need.
Was that wrong?
All right, cut.
No cut.
All right, so we need to whip this up for about 30 seconds on high. Okay. And I have
We're
faith
gonna
in you.
assume this is
You have to
not
hold the
gonna go
bowl.
everywhere.
There you go.
Okay.
And you can do this with a hand or a stand mixer.
Okay, so 30 seconds, and the trick is not to make it fly around the room.
Yes, but you want to do it on high, so all the way up. There we go. Nice and fluffy. All right, I think you're good. So then we put in about half of our powdered sugar, our non-dairy milk. I use almond, a little pinch of salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon or so.
So what I noticed with the cupcakes when you made them on my birthday is that the cupcake was pretty good.
Right?
And then when you added the frosting, unlike any other cupcake I'd ever had, this frosting and that cupcake came together to make the magical cupcake. It was very odd. It was like the perfect marriage.
It's like us. Perfect marriage. Okay, so now you.
Just kidding.
Okay, that looks good. So now let's add the rest of the powdered sugar. If you like, you can always cut that up into threes. Just a little bit of the almond milk, may not need the full amount. Start low. Okay, so at this point we want to scrape the bottom. And I have your special spatula, your Papa Bear spatula, so that you can use to scrape the sides.
Yep.
Okay, and you want to make sure all the powdered sugar gets incorporated. And at this point, you can judge whether or not you think it's too thick. It is looking a little thick to me, so I think we should add the rest of the almond milk. That's there.
That's just plain old delicious.
Isn't that
right
pretty?
there.
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know the trick to getting that off, right?
Well, yeah, you.
Getting this off, just go on low and put the beater straight down into the bowl and mix it on low, but keeping it elevated above the bowl.
But then you can't lick as much off.
I know, but you need as much as you can for the recipe, silly.
No, you don't.
Yes.
Okay, turn it on.
Yep, just on low. Now raise up, and it gets the last little bit, even more.
What do you mean even more?
Yeah, raise it up even higher, like that, and then it gets it all off. Now off. There. So if you're gonna lick that, just make sure you unplug the mixer first, okay? No accidents.
There's plenty of cartoons when that happens.
I
yeah.
know, but it doesn't really work out that way in real life, I'm afraid.
All right, now
Okay,
what?
so if you want to, you can go old school, use a butter knife or an offset spatula to frost your cupcakes. But if you would like to get super fancy, you can use a piping bag. All you do is you get a nice big fat tip. You don't want one with the tiny little holes. You want a nice big hole at the end. Doesn't matter what the shape is necessarily, but I'm using the little star. And you want to cut off about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and then push it all the way to the end. And, okay? The pros don't use a cup to put the piping bag in. But for the average person who has not gone to pastry school, you might want to use a cup. And you just use your spatula right down the center, just like this. Okay. Okay, all right, so.
That looks great.
Okay, so we try and get as much air out as we can. So now this is where we need to be confident again.
Oh, you have to be confident.
Yes.
You can mess it up if you're, okay.
Yeah, so you try and do it all on the wrist and go all the way around the edge really quickly. All right, you want to try it?
Absolutely.
Okay, there you go. Once you have the courage to use the piping bag and the tip to decorate, you don't really want to go any other way. It's pretty fun.
All right, guess what we're out of.
Oh, all right. I think this looks pretty good. Last thing we need is sprinkles.
And my only complaint with the vegan sprinkles is they look slightly muted.
But these are the best I've ever found.
The brightest?
Yes, and I will definitely share that link on AUDREYDUNHAM so that you know exactly which ones I use. You want to put the sprinkles on as soon after icing as possible so that it's still wet and they stick. Frosting will dry up a little bit as time goes on. I like lots of sprinkles.
I think they look great. Is there anything missing?
Just this.
Yay.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Do you want me to sing for you? Please say no.
I was gonna say yes.
You'll all regret it. Okay, there you are. Happy birthday again.
I'm gonna make a wish.
Okay, don't tell me what it is. Okay.
It's great to have the birthday cupcake, but it's always more fun to have more people at your birthday party.
I agree.
All right, I think Emily and Matt should come over.
Come on over, guys. Got to get some nice frosting-filled ones.
There's a good. I'm giving that one to Matt.
No.
Look at that. It's the
There
best
you
one with the most
Perfect,
frosting.
thanks.
There you go.
Birthday boys, take the first bite.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Emily.
Talking about me.
Man, those are good. Mm-hmm. It's just the right amount of salt. It's just the amount of the sweet and the, can you say savory? There's just enough salt in there.
Well, you want that balance. You want to make
Yeah.
sure there's a careful balance.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm gonna go back over there so you can tell them where to get this recipe.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a little frosting on your lip here.
It'll be more there in a minute.
And thank you, Matt and Emily, for joining us for some
Yeah.
cupcakes.
Happy
Yay!
birthday.
Thank you. Wow, this is so good.
So tasty. You can find this full recipe on AUDREYDUNHAM.com. If you decide to give them a try, please let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to know. I love any kind of feedback I can get, so please let me know what you think. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe by clicking right here. And to see more videos with recipe ideas and kitchen tips and health advice, please click right here. And if you'd like to get instant notifications anytime that I post a new video, be sure to click that bell. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you had fun. I know that I did.
I did too, and now
Yeah.
I get to go lick the bowls.